is that?
Fuck is he? The fuck is?
Was that
fuck is he
triggering?
laughing at? I don't know why he listen, man.
Was that triggering? I don't like. I don't think that.
Hold on, Juice. Hold on, Juice.
Okay,
Hold on, Juice. We're gonna get to that. Can I kick it?
Hey, just stop the fucking podcast, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, can I kick it, bro?
No, you can't kick it. Fucking start the podcast.
Thank you. Can I kick it?
You was getting ready goddamn talk, and you sit here goddamn rapping.
You must not have heard that. You must not have heard that Tribe Called Question.
Hey, come on with this bullshit.
All right, you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Iceberg.
Are you going to goddamn start the podcast?
Oh, yeah. Yo, first of all, no, listen. Here we go again. I got to ask this question every once in a while.
Goodness.
Do you want my spot flash?
I don't. I just want you to start the podcast.
You can't get it because you ain't got it. This is Brothers Talking Shit Podcast, episode 151. I need me a shot at 151. Let's go. You don't know about 151. Step your game up. I am the Flesh Man. I am the Fat Boy. I will call you Broadish, and I always have been your Huckleberry.
And this Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at. Don't holler at me unless you try and cut the motherfucking check. And you're going to hear a lot of bullshit from my brother tonight. I just want to let everybody know. And by my brother, I mean the Flush Man.
Jay, do his intro, Jay. What is it time?
Hey, man, you know what it is. It's your homie boy, Jew, a.k.a. the Charm God, a.k.a. Juice, a.k.a. Mr. Sipping some cheap wine out of a plastic cup right now. I'm ready to hear some bullshit. I think it's going to be some funny shit tonight.
Let's go.
Yo, what it is, it's your boy Jay, Big Belly Rude Boy 2 times. Fuck them kids. Let's keep it rocking tonight.
Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, what's going on? This JB. You know, I'm Mr. Here Before 9, and I'm going to pass it to the one and only.
Cool Mike, aka Dr. Mike, aka the People's Podiatrist, and I'm also known as your favorite foot doctor, coming to you with a group of gentlemen we like to call some earth shakers.
Oh, yes, we are that.
We some 40-acre takers.
Take that.
And we some generational curse breakers.
Oh, indeed.
Hey, we are the prophetic podcast because we be knowing.
We do be knowing.
And we're just some brothers talking some shh.
With your cool ass.
Here.
First of all, let's start off with a rest in peace to Biz Marquis, the legend, the one and only. Nobody beats the Biz.
Picking buggers.
You said who? Picking. Yeah.
Picking book.
I mean, there's only one Biz Marquis ever.
Rest in peace to Biz Marquis. I'm famous for my interjection of some hip hop people that I saw. It might not seem like a big deal, but I remember walking on Howard's campus freshman year. The first party was like a block party they threw for the freshmen, and the DJ was Biz Marquis. It was like, oh, Biz Marquis, the DJ for a free block party. It's one of those things you never forget. So rest in peace, Biz Marquis, for that personal memory.
The one and only. Now let's get to my brother, man. My brother out here talking real greasy about me, talking about I'm gonna say some wild shit. What kind of wild shit do you think I'm gonna say, Iceberg?
About what?
Oh, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna give you a second to get your thoughts together. Juice, what we starting at, Juice? What's up, Juice? What's on your mind? This is what we starting. We starting with Juice. Juice, what we starting at?
I mean, I thought we were kind of, let's get it out the way, and then we can get into the more serious shit. I started this off with the locks. I made a comment, you know what I'm saying, before we got started with the show. And that's where you heard, Iceberg with a little bit of LOLing, but this is my opinion, I'm probably more of a Locks Jada Kiss fan out of the two groups. I like DIPSET. I just don't know if DIPSET, I mean, can they really, you think they got enough juice in the can to go against the Locks? I don't know, man. Like, the Locks got a lot of heat, bro. Like, I'm kind of eager to see what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the locks on this one, especially with the bars. I think the bars is probably gonna be on the side of the locks too.
Go ahead, Iceberg. What you got to say to that?
Yo, you're not gonna fucking start this bullshit with me tonight.
How you know? You hold on. You put my name out.
No. First of all, everybody make it seem like this ain't gonna be the one. This gonna be the one.
It is.
For everybody who think that they didn't want to do verses, this the one right here that's gonna have motherfuckers sitting there like, man, maybe I should do it. This gonna be the one. They already getting to the shits, right? You know what I'm saying? Styles P and goddamn going Capo getting after it. If y'all know who that is, y'all not real fans. Jim Jones is saying a lot. You know who not saying a lot right now? Cam not saying a lot. But let me tell you something. Ain't a motherfucker got that going interesting with the social media shit like motherfucking Cameron Giles. When he get to it and start talking his shit, it's gonna get real fucking funny. I think that their catalogs are extensive on a bunch of different spectrums. And what do you get? Do you only get group tracks? Do you get solo tracks? Do you get tracks with two of them together? There's no way Jim Jones is walking out of there without playing Ballin'. It ain't gonna fucking happen. Right? You gonna have a tough night when Ballin' come on. I don't give a fuck what you play. Right? It's gonna be a hard night for anybody. Ballin' come on, it's gonna be a hard night for Hove. He gonna have to dig deep in the cut for something that got that gonna fuck with Ballin'. So if they do solo cuts, it's gonna be a tough out. The only problem I have with this is it would be cool, but Kiss already went, right? So it ain't gonna have the same impact, right?
Right. I thought about that.
Yeah, me and the Flush Man was going at it. I'm like, I already heard it. You know what I'm saying? The verses. But the Garden hit different on a whole nother spectrum, right? And you gonna have people. It's gonna be asses in seats. That place ain't gonna be empty, right? I might get on. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
And the only thing I can say is it's been some time in between that, so I kind of forgot almost what he played to a certain extent. Now let me start off by saying I don't even think I'm gonna keep score. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep score. I think it's just gonna be something where I'm just gonna enjoy everything that's being played. One thing about me, my first favorite rapper of all time, my first favorite was Cameron. Confessions of Fire was one of my favorite albums. Later on, Jadakiss became my all-time favorite as he grew on me throughout the years. And now, like Kiss, everybody know how I feel about Kiss. Everybody know my strong feelings towards the Locks. If you've listened to this podcast, you're very aware of how much I love the Locks. But I definitely always have rooted for Cam, always rooted for Dipset, always wanted to see him win. You know, I felt early on he didn't necessarily get his respect with you know his skill set early on. But I definitely feel like it's gonna be one of them. It's a Tuesday night. I ain't got shit to do. I might be a little tired going to work, but I think I'm going to be up. I don't think I'm judging it. I really hope it's more of a concert type atmosphere, whereas though it's not really a lot of talking. They just going back and forth and just taking us back, you know. Somebody said something about a 6X t-shirt. I don't know where I heard that. Like, yo, I want a 6X t-shirt. Like, I might pull out I got some big jerseys still hanging in my closet. I might pull out. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think I might do. But it's definitely going to be a celebration. I mean, I'm to the point now where though I'm just so hype about it. I don't need of course, the Locks are my guys. You know, I pick the Locks if I was going to pick somebody. But I look forward to two of my favorite groups of all time doing their damn thing. I love the trash talking, Jim talking his shit, talking about he going to smoke a Locks pack, and Styles coming back talking about who did something to Jimmy Weed. Somebody did something to Jimmy Weed. He gonna fuck up whoever fucked up Jimmy Weed and all that. Man, it's a beautiful thing to see. I love the energy. I can't wait. I'm just mad it's so far away.
You know, it's gonna be crazy. Like you said, just the going back and forth already, right? So it's like Iceberg said, Cam ain't talking, and neither is Jada, right? So when they get on this stage, it's like it's all love, but it's like we came here, we the Warlocks, we came here, right? Like to do our thing, right? So that's what it's gonna be.
You got cool.
You know, it's tough. I definitely I like how Styles talking. You know what I mean? I like Styles and Jimmy going at it. Just the theatrics of it all. But I like how Styles talking. I don't know. He seemed fairly confident in that Dipset thing. A movement. I think the Jadakiss going. I didn't realize that till you know, you and Iceberg brought it up. But the Jadakiss going already does seem like there's less that they, you know, at least some of those 1-2 that you know, depending on how they pull it off. But it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. I don't know.
JB, you there, JB? I really
You don't know what?
I don't know who's gonna get it.
What?
You know, Jay. Listen, you know Jay a Chic fan, so Jay really LOX.
Not Jay a Chic fan.
Yeah, Jay, listen. Jay be like, yo, Flush, that new Chic drop.
You know how sometimes it could come down to like the like playlist or like,
right, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big deal. And so like somebody could hit a lick, you know, as far as how they roll them out, and just the matchup might not be right because the other one thought they, you know what I mean? I don't know. And like I think it's more inclined to what you say, like Fab.
Like Fab did.
Fab, so that
Fab didn't play.
If that happens, I think you lean Dipset. In my mind, the feeling of a Dipset that spans maybe the Jewel Santana, you know, all that. If they get a role, you know what I'm saying, they could it could be one of them Fab joints, like, but like versus you don't want 2 or 3 cult following locks joints that the core knows, but that don't hit.
Right.
Even like a Jewel Santana B-side might. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the feeling, never mind the lyrics. So it's one of those things that I think it makes it ain't as it's funny. It's like, you know, it ain't as clear cut to me based on that.
That's the thing. I was thinking,
who's gonna win, knock yourself out. That's all I can say.
I think it's one of them joints like
you saying Locks gonna win?
You can't miss.
They can't even play knock yourself out. Didn't they play that before?
I mean, they probably can play whatever they want to play. I don't think they can tell them you can't play now. Go ahead, JB. And what I was going to say is, and one of the conversations that I've been hearing is just the age difference. You know, it depends on how the crowd is definitely going to play a part in it. The crowd, I think the energy of the crowd is going to definitely play a part in it. It being New York is going to be big, but it's an age difference. So some people, let's say in their younger 30s, who might not be familiar with some of the older locks joints that might be, you know, more familiar with Cam and you know, and the crazy thing is too, I heard Cam say this. Cam don't never perform any songs off of Confessions of Fire. So he don't never touch those joints. So that's interesting to me because 357, you know what I mean? 357 is a monster.
What if you play?
Calm down, fellas. Calm down.
Pull it with DMX.
Right.
That's a tough out. Oh, right. You got an X song? We got an X song.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Suck it or not, come on. That's stuff. It depends on how you go about it. Cause suck it or not, come on, bro. Like that shit is yeah, I mean, like I love, man. Like you know, locks. You know how I feel about the locks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but then I get high. Come on, it's you know, it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be a beautiful night. JB, you there?
Like this podcast, we gonna make it.
Background noise. Go ahead.
It's definitely gonna be. I can't wait, man. Like I think Iceberg. A lot of people who we might see more people come out. I feel like it gave it a breath of fresh air on this one. I don't know if Keith and Bobby was necessarily it. I didn't watch it, but I didn't feel like the same energy or after it didn't feel like it was as big as it should have been. It might give a breath of fresh air to what's going on. And then like the energy of the like who was referring to a little bit too, the energy, Cameron, like and Iceberg said, Cameron personality, Jim personality, Styles personality. We've seen Kiss personality when he get on, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be, you know, a little bit of fun. I'm going back and forth, but I think it's going to be a love thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it might put on. I think I'm gonna hear some joints that I forgot about and add to the playlist. Definitely, I feel like. But let's get to it. Juice, where was that with the that other thing we was talking about? Juice, you there?
Yeah. I'm here, man.
Let's talk about that thing they down Texas. What's going on with these laws? They out here changing up.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I need to get more locked into the specifics. I've over time I've heard of a couple different things. One, let me back it up and go to this critical race theory thing. This is an idea that has been formed over time. So this is probably before we heard of it. I was reading that this was something that a group of civil rights activists have come up with. So they say maybe over 40 years ago, 30 years ago. And that's just basically talking about, the disparities we face as Black people, why we face them due to white supremacy, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, which we know that. And there's been some combating against this. I think that as we progressed on in generations, mainly white people, and we're gonna keep it blunt, disagree with that because many of our white brethren don't feel that they're inherently racist and have nothing to do with slavery and Jim Crow, this, that, and the third. So there was this law passed in Texas, and I think it's more of a modification of what can be taught in terms of race in America and the disparities that we faced as Black people, with excluding some things that we know to be true. So I think there's this representative out of the Woodlands, which is about 30 minutes outside of Houston. It's actually pretty close. He's a businessman outside of Houston, who basically wants to talk about it. Like, okay, we could talk about it, but we're not gonna say that the KKK is immoral, or we're not gonna necessarily say that eugenics and shit like that has been because of white people or being white, basically taking the terror away from whiteness. So that's essentially where we're at right now in debate with this. For those that may not know, and I didn't know this probably up until about maybe 8 years ago, that the state of Texas has some role in history curriculum in the country. I didn't know that, which is weird because in terms of age in the country, we're a younger state than I would say, let's say like a Virginia. You would think that Virginia would be the place where we'd be controlling history in the country, but that's kind of what I read so far. It's sounds like we're basically manipulating history. We're making things seem a little different than what we previously have been told. That's what it sounds and looks like to me. So I mean, how do y'all feel about that? If y'all understand it.
So when I'm hearing this, history books is going to say Christopher Columbus, he stopped in Africa and was like, yo, y'all want to ride? And then they rode with him, and then he just volunteered to work for him. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to take some. To me, if you don't want the white man to see so scary, how about y'all stop? Would you say cool? Stop killing blacks in the street. That will help. If we stop seeing that, maybe we'll look at y'all differently. But you changing the history books don't change the history.
Yeah, it's actually. I mean, it's.
Well, it does, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
It's rewriting history is a dangerous thing, and it's not the first like attempts. It's almost like but at the same time they kind of take one down, and then strip out mandatory teachings about certain things. And so it's unfortunate it's such a transparent play. It's like it's not 2021 and we can't, know these things and see it for what it is yet. And still, it's a whole group of folks that believe that's a righteous thing to do for whatever reason. So yeah, I don't even let it get me too much off my square these days, man. I ain't gonna hold you, because the reality is we probably been just needed to teach our own at least. You got to start at the house. You probably couldn't depend on a school system to teach you, if you know a thing or two about a thing or two, a whole lot. The expectation has gone down dramatically in maybe a generation or two. So, Ben got to teach your own.
What you got, expert?
Yeah, so funny you kind of brought that up, man. I gave everybody some homework, but you probably ain't got that going to do it. talking to you.
Oh, I forgot to the doc, right?
Yeah, the doc.
I brought it up. I meant to though. I mean, you didn't say it was homework though, so don't call me out.
Whenever I say something, it's homework.
If you got an issue,
an issue
with me, brother, pull me to the side. You can text me. You don't do this shit in front of folks. Like, what the fuck is going on?
But no, so it's crazy, man. Like I stumbled across it, that I was so hyped and it's so well put together that I put it in the group chat that everybody should watch it. But normally we gotta get our lives together. But there's a documentary called How to Become a Tyrant. And it's like a playbook written or based on some of the most timeless tyrants that we have, right? So there's Hussein in there, Idi Amin, Gaddafi, Stalin, the Kims in North Korea, and who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Cool.
Hitler.
I got Hitler, Idi Amin, Gaddafi, Stalin, the Kims. Yeah. So basically they talk about how when you want to change history, what you do is you rewrite it. So like Stalin was rewriting history to change, to make himself a bigger dictator. Like the Kims wrote themselves as basically like a divine entity to make the public look at him like he was a god, right? Like he started talking at 2 weeks old, started walking after 1 week, right? Like, a double rainbow appeared on the day that he was born. Like literally trying to establish his divinity through changing history. So they just start putting out books. So when you teach that in school and that's all they know, or you control the movies to base around your divinity, that's kind of a thing, man. So to the Cool's point, it can be done because we've seen it. They've accomplished it, right? Like this is stuff that's happened in real life. They only been a country since 1948?
Right. It's crazy that you say that, bro, because I watched most of them. I think probably I don't think I finished the one on Gaddafi, but I was already listening to a podcast about it. But the thing I took away from it the most was, for one, the foundation of it's always the white folks come sniffing around first, no offense, and then it turns into a whole different thing. But the reason, what I was saying, it was funny you said it, because I was going to mention this amongst us tonight, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm at work. That I feel like I don't think we really give enough credit to was him discrediting our information and where we get it from, and with how we get our information. And I'm just going to encourage like y'all, myself, that we probably, it's best suit us to subscribe to either your local newspaper or the Post or whatever to get credited information, because like Rel said, they can erase history. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that those formats or those platforms are always valid, but I feel like it's like how cool is a surgeon, right? You're gonna appreciate the opinion of a surgeon in his field. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna understand that there's a process that they go through to get that information, because now we get information from all kinds of places, and we amongst ourselves always gotta ask, yo, is this shit real? Right. You know what I'm saying? Is this valid? You know what I mean? And I'm paying attention to what's going on in Cuba, but Cuba got shit going on like right now, like discredited information, propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't have internet access, so they're able to. Same way in Korea, in North Korea. Was it North Korea or South Korea? North Korea. Same way in North Korea, they can literally suppress how you get your information. And when Trump was saying fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, that's literally what he was doing. You know, you can take it with a grain of salt from where you get the information from. But I feel like it is something. I'm doing it myself. Like I was like, I pay for Netflix, all this shit, and I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna spend $1 and get the Baltimore Sun, or I'm gonna spend the $2 or whatever and subscribe to the Post, the Washington Post, and get some, you know what I mean? Find a way to get the information from a source.
Yo, I hear you. So I don't think any of it is really true to fact, right?
So you say you can't even trust them?
No, absolutely not.
I just think that you go from one medium to the next, right? So back in the day, the way you got the news was from the radio or the paper, right? Then it turns over to television, right? So then you had CNN, but where do we get our news from now? Social media, right? Like that shit moves so fast. You couldn't break a story if you wanted to, right? You know what I mean? Like Biz died 2 weeks ago, right? According to people, right? Like because that showed up in somebody's feed, right? So to the point where I had to say, "Rest in peace, Big Marquis," confirmed, right? Like because of the speed, it basically you could off somebody on social media, man. And we do know that the news has been driven to basically guide our steps, create fear. You can just look at the timeline when all these things happen and how the news reports kind of put it out there. And, you know, even through this COVID stuff, as we talk about it, right? You know, the Delta variant, right? You know what I'm saying? Next year is going to be the Gulf variant. Like everything has mutations, right? That's what your body is really well at doing, fighting off different mutations. So it was going to be a thing, right? But then, you know, they definitely not saying that all these people that are dying today are unvaccinated for the most part.
Since we're there, is COVID back? You were right there, bro.
I'm thinking it is. It's kind of seeming like that. I mean, that's what it's looking like as far as looking at the news. Right. I know it's kind of weird looking at the news, but now it seems like things are gonna get nasty again, man. To all the listeners out there who knows that I'm a conspiracy brother, I got vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of started feeling like it might be a good move to do it, so I am now vaccinated. But yeah, man, it seemed like things are getting serious once again with this thing.
So do you think it'll be a thing where we'll have to go back to being shut down? Is that a possibility?
I don't know, man.
I don't think they were there.
I still wear my mask. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, sometimes I walk around with it low if I'm by myself or in a space where ain't nobody else around me. But I'm still, it's a lot of people walking around without no mask. And that 6 feet in the supermarket, there ain't nobody respecting them spots on the floor no more.
It's hard to say if it's gonna go all the way back. It's like shut down, but you know, you never knew what you never knew before. So
I mean, we ain't got Trump in there talking about it's going away. He's gonna be there for a couple weeks and it's gonna go away. So I think people are taking more serious.
Cali went back to masks, and Jersey's supposed to go back to masks soon. So we'll see.
Yeah, listen, I'm in Jersey. I ain't never went without mine. Yeah, we're gonna play that. We're gonna watch how that move. Jeff, what's his name? Bezos? Jeff Bezos. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you saying it right.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't sound right. But Jeff Bezos goes to space for a couple of minutes. Ain't that right, Juice? He was in space for how long? 10 minutes?
Technically.
So I think, like
2?
He did not go to space.
He went to the edge of space.
Oh, he went to just the edge. It's like when you ask a chick,
just put the tip in the space.
Wow, that's funny.
Yo, she glued.
Well, he wasn't the only one because Branson, the Virgin too, went. The CEO, or was he still a CEO? I don't know. Well, owner and creator, Virgin, or whatever you want to refer to him as. He did a space mission as well. I think within this week. Edge of space type of flight situation. So. Jeff Bezos went up there with his brother, an 82-year-old woman who trained to be an astronaut but never went, and the first civilian who won an auction. He won some type of auction to go up there and be weightless for 4 minutes and come right back down. So, yeah.
So the crazy part to me is when he comes back, right? Who does he thank? I want to thank my employees for working so hard to send me to space. I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm working in this hot ass warehouse. Like, I will feel some type of way.
I don't think he was just talking about them. That's funny though.
I'm just saying, like,
hold on, what place were you referring to, Jay?
The fucking warehouse employees.
What, like the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yo, I had to make sure. I had to be sure though. Now, I don't think he was talking to them. He was talking to them. Hey, you lift in that box. I appreciate you. God bless.
Appreciate my jet. Give me some air conditioning in this hot ass box you got me in. Driving around in this goddamn blue van, doing 200 stops a day. Fuck you, baby.
Well, you had
it's funny that all right, I'm not going to knock Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos is the American dream, right? He had a concept that started off with books. Now it's associated with anything you could possibly get online. And he cultivated that to being the richest man in the world. He's been flip-flopping back and forth with Elon for a while. So I'm not, anti Jeff Bezos at all. And that motherfucker look like he got there gonna bench press all of us at the same time. He ain't skinny no more.
That shit after the divorce.
He
got right. He got right
cutting up before that. Don't get it fucked up.
That cut up.
Once he started messing with what's my man name? Tony Gonzalez, ex-wife, he started fucking with the weights.
Yeah, he started cutting up quick. Yeah.
That's what caused the divorce. He got in the gym.
The nigga said, I gotta get in this Tesla, baby.
Shit.
Yeah, he cut up. But motherfucking rich people space racing to get like up to the edge of space to say they did a thing first, and Richard Branson doing what Richard Branson does, and Elon Musk doing what Elon Musk does. And I'm not counting their pockets. I just feel like you could do other things with your money, but they think that the planet is dying, and you have to find some solace out in outer space to keep humanity going. He did give Van Jones $100 million and Chef Andreas each.
Van said that wasn't real.
Van said what wasn't real?
That he didn't get the money.
Van was just doing an interview talking about the money on CNN 6 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't get the check yet, or the check ain't cash. I guess he felt like the until the cash, I ain't got it.
Right. Bezos donates $100 million each to CNN. What the fuck? For what?
I don't know. Let me check my cash.
He said because they trying to do good things and not vilify.
For what it's worth, no, he owned the Washington Post. He don't own CNN. Does he own CNN?
Who?
Bezos.
I don't think so.
Nah, yeah, he don't.
Say, man, that's that bread. I ain't gonna lie. If I get that much money, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I don't give no way.
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Bro, if I'm up like that, guess what? Y'all niggas, we gonna get on that motherfucking spaceship. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, if we can drink, but even though there's no gravity, we gonna toast. You feel me? We gonna go fucking to Jupiter, wherever the fuck we gonna go.
Jupiter.
Shit. What are you talking about?
One drink gonna have JB fucked up.
I have no desire to go to space. None whatsoever.
Hey, bro, if you can afford it, you going up.
Hey, Iceberg.
Oh, you think so?
Damn.
Cool, I'm listening.
Yeah. Yo, you being rich in space don't mean nothing to nobody in space. Like, all that money you got is it don't mean nothing in space loss.
Right.
Nothing.
JB
so
trying to take some champagne.
You want to be rich out of space or rich here? I don't know. I'm just saying. My bad, y'all. It's someone to Hispanic Karen. So it's a video of this woman named, well, her name ain't Karen, but this is I'm about to say it's a video about this woman named Karen. This lady, her son, to her in her mind, had lost his phone. And I guess this black guy, I don't think he had a phone on him, obviously. But the lady, for some reason, felt like he took the phone. And she followed him, and he recorded her following him in the parking lot. And then he said he would stay while she called the cops. And then he went to leave, and she said, "Oh, you said you would stay, this, that, and the third." Then he went back in the store, and he told the store people that this lady was following him, basically racial profiling him, saying that basically when he was outside, it said that the phone was outside. But the phone was in her car, the phone was outside, just in her car, not on my man. And so come to find out, her son walks up with the phone from in the car. And instead of apologizing to this man for harassing him about this phone, she tells him to fuck off. How y'all feel about this, man? We seen the video. Did I miss something? Did I get it all right?
I hadn't actually seen the video.
Be surprised.
I ain't seen it either.
Well, I put it on the group for the group to watch as homework, but you know,
I saw it. They she turns out she apparently
her job, right, go ahead.
Yeah, I think she was like work for Kaiser or something, Shore or something. They was already
they want to
kind of like investigating it. You know what I mean? Like you know, for her situation or whatever. So. People know it. I mean, you know, in general terms, it was a terrible look for her. She was dead wrong. She didn't even apologize. You know, was following the dude around, try to involve the people in their life. And the video, the internet full of these kind of stories at this point. But it's always a problem. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you kind of get what you're coming to these days. If she was a bit more contrite, probably when it's crazy. If she'd have just apologized to the guy.
Right. That's some nerve to follow that man around and go through all that and then tell him to fuck off. Like he did something wrong to you. You're just salty. You get what I'm saying? Well, you sat back here and decided. I don't know what made you decide that this man obviously had your son's phone and your son's phone was in the car the whole time. That's like, you know, and I'm glad her job heard. And I hope she, you know, I mean, you don't want to see nobody lose no money, but I'm not mad if she do.
Well, the problem is if you're in a position where you're providing health care to the public or something like that, you can't really afford to be. I mean, you know, especially like no service organization can be openly racist, have openly racist employees. That's got some kind of history or propensity to treat people different based on their skin tone. So they got policies written up, you know, and like you said, it's not. I think it's folks not normal thing to be like, oh, I don't, you know, you don't want people to lose their position. And just in general, that's like our baseline. But like again, you signed a contract. Yeah, right. You was the one that was following somebody. You could have. I'm so sorry. My son had his phone the whole time and kept it pushing, but no, you wanted to stay in your.
Yeah, you had to go the other way. That shit crazy.
Yeah, so
people crazy.
You gonna tell me to fuck off after you follow me through the parking lot back into the. That's crazy. Listen, I told her to kiss my ass. She be all right.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah, I'd have went about my day. I'm not stopping something I got going on for your hunch that I stole your son's phone. Like,
not happening.
Nah. And she'd have put her hands on me because I be seeing them videos with these white people who be coming to your car and like opening your car door. Matter of fact, I was downtown and I seen like this, and this was like white on white though. It's like this white lady, she had like her door open, and the guy walked by and like closed her car door. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like you just don't do you just don't do shit like that where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like, man just closed the door, like, yeah, fucking door. And just I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, You will get your ass whooped for that. You don't know who her brother is, or her, you know what I mean? You know, in the hood, it'd be like, you don't know who the fuck that is.
Baby, and then we'll come get you.
Right. Shit. Yeah, man. That entitlement is crazy.
Leave people the fuck alone, man. Like, boy.
Exactly.
boy.
Get some phone in the car.
Hey, speaking, this is kind of similar, but have y'all been seeing all these plane fights people been getting into?
Bro.
But not wearing a mask?
No.
Like, it
other
just
wild shit. Like, motherfuckers, they been traveling for a year and lost their fucking mind. Go ahead, Juice.
Nah, like, yeah, he right. Like, it's like random people never met each other are getting into it. They fighting the TSA staff. Like, it's just, people are losing their fucking mind out here, fam. Like, it's just really, it's bananas, bro. But it's been so many fights aboard the airplanes. It's ridiculous. I'm talking about real live fighting, nigga, squabbing.
And that space too tight to be. You damn sure guaranteed to hit some motherfuckers ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Shit, I take up 2 seats my damn self, so somebody get knocked out.
Listen, you ever sat on the plane, somebody hit you with a bag or some shit? Yo, shout out to my Auntie Vet. We was on the plane and we was going somewhere. And the girl walked by, I guess she wasn't paying attention to her bag. She's like, "Oh, baby girl, listen." It's like the second time with that bag. And I'm telling you this, Auntie Vet is not the one you want to keep hitting with a fucking bag. I tell you that, boy. Shh. So that space too tight to be out here getting in that type, being on that type time.
A plane is a dangerous place, man. I'll tell you.
Is they in the air, or is it like when everybody's getting on? I seen somebody had to
everybody getting on, but that's a federal charge too.
I seen they had to tie some lady up in duct tape because she tried to open the door or something.
Yeah, the cabin. Yeah, they tied up in duct tape to the chair.
That's white. See these white ladies, man, Karens. Fucking
nah, it's niggas too, bro. It's like it's niggas everyone.
Niggas been dumb in the airport for a long time.
Yo, but it's real shit. Federal charge too.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, niggas, man, I don't get it, man. All right, so let's talk about this little DURK situation, man. Like we've been talking about DURK a little bit. DURK is probably at the height of his career right now. Major songs, big album, him and Lil Baby. Him and his lady, they exchanged gunfire with some home invaders in his home in Atlanta. Now, in the last 6 months, we've seen his brother get killed, his best friend get killed. With all the successes, like it's a lot of things. It's like a lot of bad things been happening around DURK, man. And I'm for one, is like we see so many of these young talents. First of all, anybody that gets killed, I don't want to just, make it seem like somebody who has talent or doing something and making money is more important than, guy who got killed on 52nd Street, a couple of days ago. It's all the same, but I think it's something that in his life I feel like needs to change because it's a lot of death going on around you, brother.
Yo, he got to want to change. Let's say that, right? I don't understand why people don't take a page out the Chief Keef playbook. Like, take a page out the Tekashi playbook. Hey, man, look, you cannot be seen and you can want to be seen, but the choice is ultimately yours. It's ultimately yours. It really is. You're talking too much. You're doing too much.
The people around you.
People around you are falling like flies.
You think you're invincible. They say you are the 5 people you are around the most. Or the 5 people you...
Yeah, the sum of the 5 people you're around the most, yeah.
Then I'm up and I'm good.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with my 5 too. I'm comfortable with my 5. But it's just, man, it's sad to
I don't
see.
hang with nobody outside of my 5. What are you talking about? Like, fuck you mean? Man, you be hard pressed to see me with anybody not on this podcast in real life.
The most wildest in your 5 is me.
That's one thing that stick out to me, like saying wise. That's something that sticks out to me. And if you're the richest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Thing, it's really been. I don't like being I need to be in the rooms where I got the least amount of money. Those two things have stuck out with me in the last couple of days. But getting back to Chief, I'm about to say the Chief Keef, to
DURK, sir.
DURK, man, it's like, bro, something need to change. Like you said, though, you got to want to change. You got to recognize being tough. It's when you put yourself in a position where as though you're seeing a certain amount of money, you're providing for not just yourself, not just for your family, for other families. You know, not only do they have to recognize you're the golden goose, you have to recognize you're the golden goose and move in such way where as though you're thinking about, okay, not only do you not want to die, what these people are going to have to, the changes that these people are going to have to go through if something happens to you. The day you go to jail and there's no more show money and there's no more this and there's no more that, not only do your family not see it, these other families who are dependent on you also suffer. So you're responsible for so many different, lives being changed and, different environments and people getting taken out of certain situations and being able to live, that you can't be on that type time with all that on your back. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean,
I seen the video the other day of I want to say it was Extension, but so he was riding and the dude in the passenger seat has something to do with him being killed. Like, that's just crazy.
Go ahead, Juice.
It's definitely the type of rap, bro. Like, niggas not making cool, chill music. Niggas not making music that's
Charm God is.
Charm God is for sure. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, bro. I was I don't know, I've probably never told y'all this, but one of the things that aided me into choosing to go to the military was that I wanted to get enough money to do music. And in the neighborhood I'm from, south side of Houston, South Park, it's a lot of dope selling going on, bro. It's pretty much like that's what you're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? To get some money. I ain't want to work no regular job. And I never forget the thing that made me not want to sell dope was this cat that was a little older than me that was a son of my mother's friend. And he was in the streets. And I never forget the day that he wanted to rap, he was getting money, he wanted to rap. I started producing for him and shit like that. So it was going pretty good. And then one day he ended up getting caught up in some shit. And the time that he ended up getting, like, when I added up the time from that time, this was like damn over 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He would just be getting out. He actually got out a couple years ago. He'd be in his 40s. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that, man. I just don't get how cats could be in the hood and seeing this shit and just want to participate. I always knew it wasn't for me. So I just decided to do something else. Even in my music, man, it's like, yo, I'm making the cool player shit. That's just what I want to do, bro. So it's just, you perpetuating the lifestyle, you perpetuating putting money on niggas' heads and you putting that ritual all in your music, bro. It's just kind of what is, he did, like I think we said this last week, he's got to change everything, the content, you know what I'm saying? Everything, bro. Like, it's just all got to change, man. I don't, and that goes for NBA YoungBoy too. That goes for all these guys, which some of these guys like the Pooh Shiesties, NBA, like they're facing time now. Like they're facing real time, bro. So it's crazy.
And the thing is, in this time in music, is like stuff is so, you're here today, going tomorrow. So you gotta, like, when we was coming up, you could wait 3 years to put out an album. There's people that's putting out albums every year. You get what I'm saying? So they forget about you so quick. Who's to say in 5 years somebody's their NBA young boy ain't gonna be the guy that everybody's checking for? You get what I'm saying? They got some other young kid out there that's talking the same type of, somebody gonna slide right in that space. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now more than ever, it's like you can't afford to step away from the game or go do a couple years because you come home and it's the game that changed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your slot going.
Nah, facts, man. It changes very rapidly. I almost look at it like a month to month thing, bro. Like you really gotta be in the game, putting out stuff all the time, bro. So I don't know, man. It just I hate that there's a part of hip hop so huge into negativity. I mean, we know it's always kind of been a part of it, not kind of, but it's so close to the street, so you get it, man. But this shit is like ridiculous now. Like niggas is really, really, really dying and getting into shootouts and all this other shit is crazy.
Yeah, definitely. While we not really there, but Pittsburgh Steelers, DWAYNE Haskins injured by wife who faces a domestic violence charge. So DWAYNE Haskins is married to this young lady, right? They went to renew their vows and they got in an argument about where they were going to eat that night. I say it again. They got in an argument about where they were going to eat that night. And in that argument, she knocked the tooth out of his mouth. And they're back together happily as she waits on her court date. Young brother, you need to remove yourself from that situation. As far as your career already, you're on your last leg as far as being an NFL quarterback, period. You got released by the team that drafted you high in the draft. And this Pittsburgh Steelers situation is your second chance. The last thing you need is any negative press. And the fact that you're in a relationship where as though your wife feels as though it's no problem for her to punch you in your mouth, it's probably not the best situation for you to be in. Because even if you're not hitting her back, it's not a good situation for you to be in, brother. It's time for a change of scenery. Same thing we just told DURK. It's time for you to get on out of that, bro, because I don't see anything positive coming out of that marriage.
I mean, if you can get his wife a contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, it'd be good. If she knocking his teeth out, then, you know what I'm saying?
That don't mean she can catch, throw, a block. She need to get an MMA or a boxing situation jumping off of anything.
You know what I'm saying? That might get her a contract, but yeah. So,
and let's stop minimizing women putting their hands on men. That's not cool.
Thank you, Nee.
That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, end of the day, I mean, was it a laughable, on some personal guys reading it, her knocking out your tooth? We laugh, I ain't gonna hold you, but at the end of the day, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? And if she did, that's something y'all into. You know what I'm saying? That first for her to punch you in your mouth, she done hit you before. You know what I'm saying? So, and I really hate the fact that it gets so that gets so
downplayed.
Ain't he trying to rebuild his career?
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, right?
No distractions, right?
Listen, you were a top pick. You didn't even play all your years. She might have been drafted like 3 years. He didn't even finish out his contract. They just cut him. Like, that's something to be said about. They're going to give a quarterback who's a high pick, I want to say he's a top 10 pick, to get cut because he did some dumb stuff right before the playoff game or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you go to Pittsburgh and you got this going on. And, Pittsburgh, one of them organizations that's like one of the most respected in the league. You know what I'm saying? So you mess up there, bro. He on his last leg right now.
This is the thing with him, though. This is the biggest thing that I have with him. He's young, right? He's originally from Virginia. So all of people, again, like we said with DURK, all the people that he hung out with that ain't doing nothing in high school probably can just take that trip to Pittsburgh and roll with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's stupid because when he played for Washington, literally he was 30 to 45 minutes away from where he grew up. So everybody that's hanging around you got to change your surrounding. I mean, obviously you just can't say, I want to go here and it's going to pop off, but you need to play your hands, you know what I'm saying? And maybe get a better look and get in a situation.
Matter of fact, wasn't he in a strip club or something? That's what happened with him, right? He was in a strip club and the COVID
he was there with me.
He got the COVID, he got like a protocol thing right before the playoff game and couldn't play. That's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Listen, young brother, man, you need to get away from her. That ain't it.
You know what they say sometimes though, it's cheaper to keep her.
Nah.
Or they
No, it
could have
ain't.
just gotten into an altercation and he's sticking by his wife. Kind of like Ray Rice's fiance did with him. It ain't absolute. Like that, we're not in a place to say that.
Right, true.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the situation was. Could have been alcohol, could be beating his ass every night, or that's not a...
It could have been one time.
That's not a absolute, right? And you know what I'm saying? He definitely standing next to her, right? And I applaud him.
But I feel that, but regardless of whatever, that can't be going on. And it's like we talking about millions of dollars, your future.
I'm sure they having that conversation.
I hope so.
And his cooler head prevailed and didn't knock her head off her shoulder.
Right.
But he's the same goofy guy. The night before, a couple days before a big playoff game when we ain't been to the playoffs in how many years?
Bro, I don't want to do that to him because we're adding two things together.
Yeah,
okay,
that was one. Him fucking up in Washington is him fucking up in Washington. Him going to get his vows renewed with his wife and her doing tying on 3 or 4 too many and getting into an altercation and him being the cool one like to not, you know what I'm saying, get in that situation, or them both being drunk and him having the mental fortitude to call the police so it wouldn't escalate any further.
Right.
And then getting out of that when he probably bailed out, which is something that most spouses would do. Right?
I'm gonna ride with you.
I'm just saying, no, bro.
I know, but he do some more dumb shit. I'm be like,
no, bro. That you're mixing his dumb shit and her dumb shit together.
I feel you.
That's not the same thing. That's
Okay,
my
but
point. He liable to do some goofy shit because he got a shitty work ethic. That's what that boils down to. Okay, that has nothing to do with going to Vegas and getting into an altercation with your wife. It's just bad timing is what it is because
definitely
you're not even on the spot right now. You're trying to revive your career and you're being seen in a negative light. But I don't think those two things are two different things.
DWAYNE Haskins, you better think Iceberg. You better thank him. All right, bro. We're gonna give him a pass on that one.
I hope they get it right. Like I said, we ain't heard nothing about Ray Rice and his wife ever since that incident. True. He lost his job forever.
Right. So it was a question of on ESPN. They had question basically. I'm mad I can't remember this guy's name. So it was an Asian man right now who's killing them in the major league. Somebody tell me his name.
Otani.
Okay, what's his whole name?
Otani. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So it was a question asked basically, is it good that he's doing what he's doing as far as being like record breaking in Major League Baseball? And Stephen A. Smith said, no, it's not. And then I guess through the powers that be at ESPN, he came back and apologized to the Asian community for those comments. And then that same day, he went in on the Nigerian team who had beat the United States team, the U.S. basketball team, and was basically talking that same trash to them. So it's like, you know, the same thing. He went at the Asian guy in baseball, said some things, came back and apologized. And the same token, same time, but the next day he came back and apologized. And then that day he came at the Nigeria team talking about basically downplaying their victory instead of saying, you know what, them guys had a hell of a game and maybe their game plan was the reason why the USA lost. So he basically was, you know, a lot of the comments that he made weren't even basketball related. So do we take anything from the Stephen A situation or just Stephen A's behavior in general when it comes to these kind of comments he makes?
Stephen A. Smith is paid a lot of money for his hot takes. It just depends on who gets offended from his hot takes. This is much to do about nothing. He's paid very well for his hot takes. Right?
That's his job.
That's what he does. Like,
right. But for you to come and apologize to the Asian community.
Well, he had to because it was an uproar.
Right.
That's it.
So because there wasn't as big an uproar from what he said about Nigeria is the reason why the same energy wasn't extended
100%
as far as an apology.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not even like I seen the article and just flipped. I didn't even hear what he said or even attempted to watch how like that's what he does, right? Like we talked about him. He made his career You know what I'm saying? Off of Kwame Brown's back, right? Like whatever. Like Stephen A. Smith is gonna be Stephen A. Smith. Like they ain't talking about suspending him. He ain't got them going to do no fine. Like it's just somebody said something. You gotta go up there and apologize. And I mean, the old boy saving baseball right now. That nobody want to watch that shit. I'm happy as fuck right now. NBA Finals on. This shit will take me right to the goddamn Olympics, which will take me right to the preseason.
Oh, I was wrong. Now, I put out my public service announcement, basically saying to women that if you got anything planned special for your man, this is the best time to go ahead and squeeze it in between. The finals about to be over and football starting. But I forgot about the damn Olympics.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks Olympics, straight through training camp, straight to the preseason.
Right, you don't get another break until next June.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Thank you for the late season start. It's wonderful. All I need is the best 2 words in all the sports.
What's that?
Game 7.
You think it's gonna happen?
No.
Yeah, the way it's looking right now, it's still early though.
I'm about to get it.
It's still early though. We seen what game 5 was like when it was 16-32. I went and took a shower. I came out, it was 40-35. I said, what the fuck just happened?
Scott Foster calling the game. It's a wrap.
For the official?
Yeah,
which name did say that? Candace Parker, first woman to be on the cover of 2K. Congratulations to Candace Parker.
Was that real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was a wishful rendering. That was it. Oh, this shit. I like it.
Yeah. Is she the greatest WNBA basketball player of all time?
No.
Lisa Leslie.
Lisa
Leslie.
No. Why do you think it's Lisa Leslie?
No, if I was going to say somebody for real, I would say Cynthia Cooper. Them 4 rings early.
I wouldn't say that either.
I'll
say Deladon. Deladon is nice.
She's the greatest of all time. Who you saying? Iceberg Sue Bird or somebody?
Sue Bird is up there. Diana Taurasi still playing.
That's the white mamba. That's the white mamba.
No, what's her name's the white mamba?
Who I thought Taurasi was?
It's Sabrina. Sabrina is the one.
Sabrina.
Oh, the girl from the Knicks?
Yeah.
I mean, not from the Knicks.
She's not the Knicks.
From the Liberty, my
The girl from the Knicks.
From the Liberty, yeah, she hooping.
Yeah. It's too many people that's paved that way and been around a lot longer than Candace, who've been doing it a lot longer. She's up there. Don't get me wrong, because she had a great collegiate career, and a really good. She got 1 ring though, right? I think she only got 1.
I thought she caught one late. Did she catch one earlier or no?
I thought she caught the late one once
when they got the
old girl got the
right. And it was really her squad for real.
Yeah,
it wasn't in Candace squad.
What shorty used to play for Maryland? Light skin, Christy Tolliver.
I thought it was the sister.
She was, yeah. She was there too. All 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of WNBA players, Cappy Poindexter. Now this just happened in the last couple hours. So
I didn't get a chance to catch up on that, so y'all gotta fill me in.
So she just went on like live, snapping, talking about how LeBron James is a sex trafficker, and he had her trafficked. I guess she said she'd been missing for 2 years, and she said that he cleared out her bank account. Yeah, she said, yeah, LeBron James is.
You want me to believe that LeBron James, and I'm gonna use this loosely, probably the greatest player to play this game, cleared out your bank account.
First of all, the boy had more money in your bank account since he was 17 years old. Whenever he signed that Nike deal, he had more. This boy so I think she's tripping. And I did some research, and it seems though she might be going through like a mental meltdown. She went through something like 2 years ago where she went through a domestic situation with her girlfriend, and she went missing for about a week.
I thought you said she'd been missing for 2 years.
That's what she said. She said that on the live when she was spazzing and said, I've been missing for 2 years, and LeBron James is a sex trafficker. Yeah, man. I think she need to get some help, man. That's the way it's sounding. That would be the biggest story ever. You know how long we've been talking. You know how long we would be talking about that.
God bless her.
Yeah, I hope she get the help she need, man.
It's wild, man. I don't. Hey, this internet is a wild place. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I'm gonna say it like this.
The week Space Jam came out too, like.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, bro. I don't know, man. I ain't saying that this world ain't crazy enough for some shit like that to go down either now.
Right.
But I don't know. That's a stretch for me right now. Like this nigga LeBron James knowing you gonna get away, bitch. I mean, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to call that young lady.
Right. Why ain't he in jail right now if he the one who trafficked you? If you know right now and come on now.
No, but the question is, why did she wait so long, right? As you say, the week that that Space Jam 2 comes out, right? He's
well, we don't know when. I don't think she said when this actually happened. I know she went missing for a week after she had got arrested 2 years ago. She went missing for a week. So I'm not sure when she's claiming this happened. I don't know if she's saying she came back today and from being sex trafficked. I don't know if that's what she's saying. I'm not sure what time frame she's saying this happened in, because that's not clear.
So throughout all his playoffs, and he in the bubbles, how you gonna snatch somebody up in the bubble? You gotta have passes.
R. Kelly was doing all kind of shit on tour. R. Kelly had a lot going on. When you got motherfuckers in places doing shit, I'm just saying. I'm not saying LeBron did it. I'm not even saying
it sounds.
But you just say, oh well, LeBron wasn't doing this, that, and the third. There's no way he could do that and that. I think it's possible.
I
don't think he did it, but yeah, it's super sus. It ain't even a little. It's definitely super sus. I'm not saying it's.
He's trying to Kawhi
I don't know
her way back into the spotlight.
What do? Okay.
Yeah, I said it.
I just hope she gets some help, man, for real. I really do. Maria tell us about the sign with NBC Sports. She just signed an extension for, I guess, a couple days or something to finish off the NBA Finals, but she's leaving at ESPN, which I think is a good idea for her to get on out of there. They said the matter of fact, they about to put her to work on the Olympics, so she about to be real busy when she get over there. So you about to see a lot more Maria Tell on NBC.
Suzette. Her name's Suzette.
My bad, Suzette. My bad, bro. Suzette. Am I the only one who felt like we would probably? I felt like this year would be the year we would get a woman head coach in the NBA. I thought it was going to happen.
Did you?
No, I don't think it's going to happen, but I thought it was.
Did you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I was really hearing it with the Pelicans. Teresa Witherspoon had a lot of when it came to Zion. She was it was a possibility for her, and Becky Hammond been sitting over with the Spurs. I thought she might have got a shot. I think it's coming. You don't think y'all see that happening? You can't see that happening, Juice?
Do we need that? Bro, I'm kind of getting tired of the whole like. I'm sorry, y'all. That might trigger alert. I don't want the women to hate the old charm guy, but like that shit kind of weird to me, fam. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, and this ain't the only thing I've seen. Like, I think I heard some shit tonight where it's gonna be like an all women's crew, sportscaster crew for baseball. Like, what's up with the competition aspect? Like, they want to be niggas so bad. Like, bro,
game. I don't know. They call it the Orioles game.
Yeah, it's just shout out to how y'all said Baltimore. Did I say it right?
Close. That was a little thin though. You was almost.
It was all right.
It's all right. But anyways, look, dog, like I'm just not. I don't know, bro. It's like I don't care. Like, fam, like these are niggas. Let them niggas play ball. Let them do what they do. Y'all, I don't know, bro. It's kind of. I don't know.
I don't have a preference as far as who does it, as long as it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, Snoop on Triller.
Entertaining.
Whoever's in. Well, he was talking about announcing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
No.
I was talking about coaching too, though.
I started with coaching, but then Juice brought up the women announcing, so that's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
So as long as. Like Snoop on Triller. Snoop ain't a boxing expert as far as we know, but if he goes up there and his commentary is entertaining, then hey, You know, it works. Tony Romo is entertaining because Tony Romo knows a lot about football. So to me, it's about the quality more than who's doing it. I don't care who's doing it, as long as you give me something that's entertaining or adding something to the game. As far as the coaching thing, I felt like Becky Hammond, her name has been ringing out for a little minute. So I felt like she might have got a shot. I don't
see Pop coaching no more than 2 more seasons, and I think that she will take over as his predecessor for the Spurs.
Okay. I can see that too. Cool. Nice one, Jack. I can see that.
Coached in the summer league. She coached in the.
Say it again. I think she coached.
I said she coached in the summer league a couple times.
I think she coached a game or two when Pop was out. Yeah, and really, I think she had to take a step back when Tim Duncan had came back, because she was like right there next to him. And I think when Tim Duncan came back last year, she had to move over a seat, and Tim was right there with Pop, but then Tim stepped away from the team again. I mean, listen, if you can coach, man, it don't matter. That's just like saying men can't. Oh, Derek Fisher should have been allowed to coach the when he coached, or Bill Embiid when he, if you can coach, man, fuck it. I don't think there's a sex, or a woman can't coach men. I don't think that's I don't have that feeling.
Yeah, but will the players respond to you? That's the biggest
That's
thing.
The key. But it's fucking Stan Van Gundy. The players ain't what's the name into? You get what I'm saying? There's men that's been coaching forever. That I think it's more of you have a young mind. You can relate to these young guys. That's what it's more about than, you got these old motherfuckers. Ain't nobody. Stan Van Gundy had a job for a year. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to hear A.V. Johnson.
Think about it this way: the game over, right? Your players in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You want to go in there and talk to them, but you can't.
Bro,
that's a good point too.
Is that what we was naming it to? So she can't
understand because then you got to deal with
listen,
sexual harassment.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, right? I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. Listen,
this conversation.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
Jay?
What happened?
Like nobody wants to. Like why are we talking about you can't be in there when your players have naked? First of all, nigga, bro.
I don't want to see you naked.
Yeah, like,
and I'm a man.
Yeah,
I don't want to see you naked, bro. Put some on.
Yo, that shit ain't got nothing to do with a woman. Put some fucking clothes on.
Bro, I'd have told my pop walking around in his drawer. Yo, man, put some trousers on or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to men with their undergarments on. You know what I'm
Jason,
you just saying in the lot.
Jay, let me find out you the guy who be in the gym naked talking like, yeah, man, I don't talk to naked men.
Yo, I swear to God, yo, no lie, dog. When I was in school and I was playing this shit, it was one dude, bro. Literally, like take his whole shit off, just walk around to the lot. Yo, come sit down next to your joint. You like, yo, what the fuck, my nigga?
Name is Jordan.
No, it wasn't me. I don't want to say the nigga name.
No, don't do that, Jay.
First of all, no, Jay. Now we got a question. Like we said. You work out and shit. Are you the nigga who be in the fucking sauna, butt ass naked under the towel?
Are you the boy who sit his raw ass on the bench?
At the sauna, like,
I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna explain to you real quick. I got a sauna in my garage. So I can
put
do
some
that
swimming
shit
trunks on if you in the sauna, yo. Seriously.
Yeah.
I got a sauna in my own garage, so I don't even use the one in the gym, and I don't even change in the gym unless I got an appointment. You know what I'm saying? But. No, don't put me in the category with the motherfuckers like that. But I'm just giving it a scenario.
So she can't coach because the players might be naked.
I'm just saying because you got if you look at long term, right? So you may not be. I'm not saying that, but if you got an issue, you want to say the team did a good job or do whatever. Right?
Put a towel on.
You can't go in there because of sexual harassment.
It ain't sexual harassment. Put a towel on. Hey, Jay, you think everybody just walking around naked? What you think is one mic in the joint and everybody just in one shower all around and they all just naked right there? I'm pretty sure cats is going in there.
This an NBA locker room, yo. They got their own fucking showers.
Right. You go in there with a towel. I'm pretty sure anybody just walk around. I'm not with it. I would lay the foundation. Like, listen,
this man Jay This man Jay think it's Ridgemont High, 1985 and shit.
Listen, hey yo, hey JB, they got that one.
Slapping each other with towels and shit. Like,
Hey JB, they got that one shower that come down and the six
Yeah,
that come out of
yo.
it. Everybody looking at each other
Yo,
showering.
these are state of the
Yeah,
art
bro.
locker rooms, yo.
It's past 9:20. JB about to turn up.
Jay,
Let's
you
wrap
really
this shit
yo.
up, B.
I'll ask you this: you think LeBron showering with fucking with two other niggas? They got their own shower.
Yeah, come on, man. Throw a towel on before. Listen,
You act like I've been to the league.
You acting like you've been to the
locker room. You the one talking about.
This is hilarious.
I don't want no woman.
I'm just throwing a scenario out there with your tall ass. I'm just giving some content. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, nigga said, yo, I don't want no woman in my locker room, dog. If she see this motherfucking monster, she gonna call sexual harassment.
Hey, I really want to make it. I kind of want to bring it back though. Like, to be honest, like, and I'm trying to be careful with my words because I don't want anybody. Like, I honestly believe that when it comes to most things, women and men,
no matter how careful you are with your words, what you're about
it's gonna
to
be
say,
fucked up.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's
so you don't think that woman? So you think a woman can't coach men?
I'm a say it like this, bro. I think it's bigger than just an aspect. I think it's more like there seems to be this push to make everybody the same. Like we're not the same. There's certain things that men are gonna do. There's certain things that women are gonna do. There's certain things that a nigga gonna do that I can't do.
So what about the men who coach women's basketball?
I mean, I would say
and they got to go in the locker room and talk to their players.
Hey, if we're being honest, these sports started off as men's sports, like baseball, basketball, football. These things started off as things that were understood by men, played by men all the time.
These sports started off by white men.
I don't watch WNBA.
No, listen,
you know
these sports started off as white men playing them. Let's be honest.
Okay, but
this is a white man sport, all of them.
I mean, we could go there if we want to. Like, we could start coming up with all the different groups and minorities and shit like that. But right now, we're just talking about men and women. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I don't understand the push for that. You know, I really don't like this. Like, I don't wake up thinking about things women do that I like to do too. Like, oh, I like to go sew me some skirts. I want to be the best.
I don't think it's a thing where it's
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't think it's a thing where it's when we talking about Becky Hammond. Becky Hammond has put that time in. Becky Hammond ain't been on the bench 1 year, 2 years. She done put some years in. First of all, we talking about who picked her up. Pop picked her up. So you know, Pop ain't just you look around the league.
You ain't trusting no woman named Becky. Just saying that shit. Fuck that. It's a lawsuit coming.
You can't listen. Hey, listen. Becky will bust your ass.
The views of everybody talking do not represent the views of Iceberg Shorty.
Listen, right now, Listen, right now, and Becky ain't played in some years. Becky will bust your ass, guaranteed.
Bust down, Becky. Come on over
let me
here.
Ask you a question. Do we think she's amongst the candidates of black men coaches that could get a job in the NBA? Should she be in the discussion? Like, I feel like
name me some prospects, Juice.
I'm just talking shots. I'm just talking in general. I feel like if that, it seemed like that's been the discussion for a long time. Like, even in the NFL, like black
for what it's worth, she's paid her dues though too. She's paid her dues though too. Like a lot of the dudes who end up coaching or getting a more solid shot, the men, they sometimes like have cut the line. You know what I'm saying? Even like guys who are credible, like Steve Nash, for example. Steve Nash was never an assistant, never coached, went right to the front. You know, before he got the job now, he went straight to the front. From retirement to
Jason Kidd did that too, right?
Kidd went straight from retirement, to head coaching. But like, for what it's worth, Juice Hammond, like she paid her dues. Like she was assistant coach. She did the G League. She did summer league. You know what I'm saying? She even coached a couple games as a head coach. Hold on, let me put my fucking seatbelt on. You know what I mean? So for what it's worth, she paid her dues. I don't have a problem with it. I actually like Becky Hammond for personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there.
Because she fine. She look kind of good.
I think she earned it. I think she earned it, and I think she deserves a shot.
Y'all double
Now,
down.
now, what you're saying as far as is there some black coaches that might have been cut short or deserving of the shot, like a Mark Jackson, who I think ain't really worried about it. He making his bread. You know what I'm saying? We have seen black coaches not necessarily get the same chances that white coaches have, but I'm not gonna sit back here and put her in that same boat. I feel like she's earned that. I mean, her time will come. I'm not mad or they say that it need to happen. I kind of thought it might happen this year, and I think it will eventually happen. But I'm not saying it's a travesty that it didn't happen either. You know, her time will come. But I think she's earned it, and I think basketball is basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like X's and O's is X's and O's. Fuck, it's a lot of boys that's fucking on the bench that can't play. Fucking Stan Van Gundy don't look. I'm not worried about him hooping. You know what I mean? Phil Jackson played in the league. I'm just saying, there's some guys that never played, and they good with at their job. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's my man name? As you just said, fucking Mark Jackson fucked his own shit up. Like he just don't know how to play politics.
You're right.
I ain't say he fucked the shit up, but that's why he's not coaching anymore.
Right, and I think he's good where he's at, but I don't want to sit back here and I think she's earned her spot, and I think she'll do a hell of a job whenever she gets her situation. But like the one thing that Jay did say that made sense, the one thing that Jay said that makes sense is maybe she'll take over for Pop when Pop step away, which would make sense because she's been in the organization already.
These coaches ain't coaching shit. Y'all gotta give this shit way too much credence. I
don't know. Hey, bro, I don't know. Monty.
Becky Hammond, spamming ham. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, bro,
backgammon.
Like before Chris Paul got hurt, bro, Monty was out coaching motherfucking Bud. Even though that ain't saying a lot, because Bud don't make no motherfucking adjustments. Only adjustment he made, and I don't even think he made that shit, was, hey, Drew Holiday, stick Chris Paul. Maybe that'll do something. And then the whole series changed.
And pick and roll with Giannis and
pick and
roll with Giannis and Middleton.
And I don't even think that was him. I think that was them niggas like, yo, let's just do this. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do what we want to do.
Bro, these games come down to a couple plays, right? There was no coaching situation that would have allowed Book not to get that ball stripped out of his hand.
No, that's what I'm saying. And but Drew was freelancing because Chris Paul was hurt. He was able to play off of him, make that play. Like if Chris Paul healthy, he's not leaving him to aggressively go for that steal.
These motherfuckers out here finger rolling like they motherfucking George Gervin. If you don't motherfucking dunk the ball with your bitch ass.
All right, yo, listen, I got a couple drinks I want to ask y'all real quick. Who could you see New Edition doing a versus with? Can you see a strong?
They molly whopping everybody.
Who you say, Jay?
I said Drew Hill.
Jay, what are you talking about? Jay, you're being disrespectful right now.
You said Drew Hill.
You're being disrespectful.
Don't ask me a question and don't like what I said.
No, put some thought into your answer though.
Ask me a question.
Don't just say anything. No, I want you to put some thought into your.
The real laugh.
Put some thought into your. Were you thinking when you did that? Drew Hill, and I love Drew Hill.
Yes, I was thinking.
Jay,
because I'm trying to think.
Do you know who New Edition is?
Okay, hold on. Let me give you something better that you're gonna like. Let's go with Boys to Men. Because I know you want to bring it back to Philly, so let's bring it with Boys to Men.
First of all, see, you don't know me.
Because if you knew me,
if you knew me,
let's keep this shit.
No, listen. If you knew me, New Edition is my favorite group. New Edition is my favorite group ever.
They're gonna do Motown Philly with Water Ice.
Listen, no, don't listen. Don't sit back here and say, listen. Don't say my name, bro. Because if you know me, New Edition is my favorite group of all time. Period. Ain't nothing. I don't think nobody fucking with them. That's why I asked the question. So stop quoting me like you know what you're talking about. All right, relax. Big belly. All right, because you talking about Water Ice and all that. Relax. All right, fella.
Water Ice.
Because you saying some old goofy shit like Drew Hill. No offense, because I love Drew Hill. But you talking about some Drew Hill. Like, think about it.
Okay, who you saying then? Who you saying?
I said, I don't know. Because
no, I don't know. You asked the question. I'm asking you back. Who you saying?
And I just said, I answered the question. I said, I don't know. The fuck?
It would have to be Boys to Men, bro. It would have to be somebody like, because like New Edition catalog strong. That's probably
crazy.
One of my favorite.
They catalog go back to the early 80s, bro.
Yeah, they shit strong, bro.
y'all see this? Hold on. Y'all see that deal? Jay, be quiet, Jay. Did you see the deal they just signed? They just signed this deal. They about to go on a world tour and all that. I think they about to finally get some money, man. That's good. It's good for me to.
No addition.
Yeah, they just signed with this company. I meant to toss that out to y'all, but they about to do a world tour. About to get a residency in Vegas and everything, man. They about to finally get their money, I think.
Yeah, they back. They got a new manager.
Yeah. They got a big situation coming. Now, what I was going to say is I did have another statement to make, and tell me am I crazy? But I feel like in the verses, Dru Hill could beat Jodeci. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Dru Hill could beat Jodeci. Okay,
that's not a hot take.
You tripping?
I love both of them. I love both of them.
JB said he thought he disagreed. I feel like Jodeci that I don't.
Dru Hill got better singers. They got more.
When I
hold up, let hold up. You broached this, so now I gotta speak. Are we talking about a versus today with real people actually standing there?
Yeah.
Dru Hill wins this hands down. We're not even talking. They have better singers who could sing when everybody could actually sing, and they have better singers today because none of the motherfuckers in Jodeci can sing today. So if you have real vocals of that, they can be fucking mollywop.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's not even gonna be
classic.
Yeah.
That's what.
Okay,
That's what
can I
happened with
say
the Isley
something?
Brothers shit.
I love Dru Hill. I love Dru Hill to death. Like, seriously, that's probably one of my favorite groups as well. Song wise, it's gonna be tough.
Jodeci got like their first 2 albums, bro.
But I think they got songs that's just like, bro, they dropping is just ridiculous. But Terrell's point,
that's what happened with the
Jodeci might got 8 songs. Iceberg. Jodeci might got 8 songs. 8, 9 songs. I see 10 of that.
Jodeci?
Yeah. What the It's another group. Like, yeah, Jodeci.
They only got 8. Jodeci only got 8 songs.
I said 10. I said 10 to be. I said 10. I'm talking about 8, 10 joints that really, really.
He's saying 10 bangers.
Right.
You mean 20, right?
No, I don't mean 20. How you gonna get 20 out of 3 albums? What songs did you singing? Let me know, please. What songs did you singing to get to 20? You're not getting to 20, bro. Listen. When you gonna get around 8 and be, baby, won't you just stay? You're gonna be fish.
I mean, but
10,
do they
10
get to sing? Do they get to do features too? Because there's been a thing lately. So if they do features,
okay, they might.
That's what I'm saying.
But then you talking about Dru Hill? You got
what Jodeci features? What do you like?
They could do Toss It Up, Tupac,
right? Okay, and
they could do some shit.
No. Give me
who
other
else?
features.
Who else?
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Yo,
Dru Hill comes in that motherfucker and hands them they ass.
Right, and then they got the what's the names too? They got the features too.
I ain't even gonna lie. Look, I just
Cisco will kill the Uzi.
Hold on. What you say? What'd you say, JB?
I just glanced at the Jodeci Essential playlist and it is kind of shaky.
I told you, bro.
Comparatively,
for me to bring that up,
but they got smokers. They got smokers.
They do. They got a strong 10. A strong 10. A very strong 10.
Yeah, that 10. That 10 is like
strong. Yeah.
Dru Hill would have to literally play their best shit to go toe for toe. Because if you play fucking lately the unplugged version.
Right. Yeah, you can't beat that.
Bro.
That's a tough one. You know what I mean?
I just
come and talk to me.
No, bro, I'm with you, bro.
Forever My Lady. I don't even know what every moment is. Somebody sing it right now.
I don't know what it is.
All right, got it. Still
every
waiting.
moment is so sweet. Yeah, that's that last one that just came out on that last LP. I know that one. Go ahead.
I'm still waiting. What song is that?
I'm still waiting for you to come back to love.
Is that the song?
Oh yeah, I think so.
The comment. What's the comment talk?
What's Gotta Love? What's Gotta Love? I don't know that.
I don't know.
Freaking You, Fiending, Stay, Love You for Life, Get On Up.
And that's it. What
About Us and Lately?
I said like 10.
Yeah, you gonna have to go Casey and JoJo at like.
They don't got that much. They don't got that much.
They got 4.
This is what
Hey, this what Rel said. I mean,
Iceberg?
damn, fuck. Iceberg said, yeah, my bad. Fuck it. Just take me off the fucking thing. The what Iceberg said made sense because this what happened with the Ozzy Brothers shit. When you don't have the niggas that can sing the songs there, that shit get funky. Everybody was like, Earth, Wind, and Fire gonna kill out. I was like, dog, the nigga that sing for Earth, Wind, and Fire is resting in peace. And Ozzy Brothers walked them niggas down because they had the nigga that could sing.
Yeah, I disagree.
And
Erwin the
Casey,
Fire had some joints, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm going with Erwin the Fire.
He
had some joints, but Mr. Biggs came out that motherfucker and did his thing
with the beard.
And Ernie still rocking that guitar. So
Vern ain't mad as shit. He ain't got that gonna bring his guitar. He pissed. I know he kicking himself.
They get walked down tonight.
They got walked down.
Right.
Hey, didn't he ask Ernie, can he play one of the guitars? And Ernie was like, no, you ain't getting that player.
Ernie said, hell no. Ernie was like, nah, he ain't touching my motherfucking axe, nigga. What are you talking about? Put the boy on.
All right, now, I forgot to do this last week, but we said that we were going to start naming the title of episodes and see what we remember or why we possibly named this episode that. So I will pick a random episode, just flip, run it up, stop it, and pick an episode. So the episode I came with was episode 89. The name of episode 89 is If She Pregnant and Play the Flute. Does anybody remember why we named? I think it got something to do with cool.
That cool, what? Definitely. Cool, definitely.
If she's pregnant and plays the flute. That was the name of the episode.
Are these archived? Are these archived anyway? Because I want to know why the fuck he said that.
I would have to look and see what was on the episode. Let me look real quick and see what was the episode.
Gosh, what was that about?
Hey, while you looking, I just want to say this. I told y'all that old girl was gonna get somebody was gonna give her an endorsement. Look what came and happened.
Okay, Jay. You was right, Jay. So the episode 89 was NBA players with no cord at the house. Clutch players, only players to receive 90% salaries, right? Ain't paying them school loans back, taking risk, Navy life, U.S. debt, Amazon, post office, lack of supplies in stores, Tory Lanez, versus battle, Chappelle, Netflix doc, Dave, rappers don't write, NBA YoungBoy versus Floyd, Chris Johnson hires Hitman, Steph can score 60 on anyone in the NBA. To admit you not want to play with.
That must have been me. I must have said that.
I don't know. I thought it had something to do with what's her name? What's the chick name that played the flute? The chubby John.
Oh yeah. Fat Plant.
Hey, y'all tripping.
It might have been Fat Plant. Yeah.
But that wasn't the. We named the episode Fat Plant. I thought.
Yo, if she heard that, we call her Fat Plant.
No, we didn't call her anything. Never called her that. The issues with would you say the views?
She gone now though. All of a sudden she gone.
Nah, she about to drop. Probably.
Drop what?
I don't know. She been
some weight.
She been popping up. Listen, this is Brothers Talking Shit episode 151. I'm about to get me a shot of 151.
No, why are you drinking 151 on a Tuesday?
Yo, you can't even buy 151, I don't think, anymore.
No,
buy 190.
And a nigga, first of all, a nigga like you, your size, do not need to be drinking.
Yo, listen,
151.
the thing about that 151, right? If you take a shot of that, you better have like a beer or something right there. Because it'd be feel like you can't even breathe. You'd be like, and I need a beer right there because that shit had your whole all the fluids.
That shit'll kill you, bro.
All the fluids in your mouth, just like you're not a dentist when they do the thing with the sucking, and get all the shit out your. It's like you ain't got no.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't ever slip on our podcast again. Bro.
Yo, listen, I'm what I'm talking about though. When they do the, pause, yo. But when they
pause.
No, dog. We get it, but I don't know what you just did. That shit sounded weird. This shit coming through my ear.
My bad, yo. This is Brothers Talking Shit.
And y'all gonna see his face when he did.
You had to get our pause going, man. The pause kings are coming.
Hey, yo, Flush, I love you, bro. I'm like,
yo, this is Brothers Talking Shit episode 151. I gotta get up in the fucking morning. I wish y'all the best in all your endeavors. That's my new diss. Whenever I'm dissing you, Whenever I dish y'all, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Like, you know, I used to say, what was my dream before that?
God bless.
God bless. I'm not gonna say God bless. I'm like, I wish you the best in all your endeavors. That really means like, fuck you. I can't stand your guts. All right. Just so we clear. So if I ever tell you that, like, yo, I wish you your best in all your endeavors, it's really not a compliment. But this is Brothers Talking Shit. I'm gonna say it again, brother. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 151. We will not see y'all next week. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. Enjoy y'all week, and we will be back, man. All right, brothers. I love y'all, man.
Love y'all too.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.